Welcome to my YouTube channel. Every coin has a history where history meets hidden fortune. Here I share real videos of rare and old coins, including pieces worth millions that can truly change a collector's life. If you love coin hunting, rare finds, and valuable treasures, this channel is your guide to the world of priceless coins. The Washington V cent 1905 is one of those fascinating early 20th century American coins that quietly carries a powerful story of history, craftsmanship, and collector passion, and when found in very fine condition, this small copper cent becomes much more than everyday change. It becomes a living artifact from a rapidly changing America, minted at a time when the United States was transitioning into an industrial powerhouse. The 1905 Washington V cent reflects bold classical design elements, strong lettering, and balanced proportions that still attract numismatists today, with Liberty's portrait showing sharp details in the hair, facial outline, and headband when preserved well, while the reverse displays clear wreath or denomination details that confirm careful circulation rather than heavy wear, making very fine examples especially desirable. What makes the 1905 issue unique is not just its age but its survival rate, because while millions were originally struck, far fewer remain today in collectible condition, and even fewer retain strong eye appeal with smooth surfaces, original color, and minimal distractions, all of which significantly increase market interest. Collectors value this cent for its historical placement between 19th century traditions and modern coinage evolution, and its appeal stretches across beginner collectors, advanced numismatists, and long-term investors who recognize how early-date cents often outperform expectations over time. In today's coin market, a standard circulated example may seem modest, but a well-preserved very fine 1905 Washington V cent can command impressive attention at auctions and private sales, with values climbing into the hundreds of dollars for strong VF pieces and reaching toward the $1,000 to $2,000 range for exceptional examples featuring superior strike quality, original patina, or rare die characteristics, especially when certified by a reputable grading service. This coin's value is also driven by nostalgia and historical curiosity, as it represents an era before modern designs dominated pocket change, reminding collectors of a time when each coin was engraved with artistic intent rather than mass production simplicity, and that emotional connection often fuels bidding wars and long-term holding strategies. For YouTube viewers and coin enthusiasts alike, the 1905 Washington V cent stands as proof that even the smallest denomination can carry enormous historical weight, investment potential, and storytelling power, making it a must-know piece in American coin history and a true hidden gem for anyone passionate about rare and valuable coins. Continuing the story of the 1905 Washington V cent, it is important to understand why collectors around the world continue to chase this coin decades after its last day in circulation, because every surviving example acts like a time capsule that preserves the economic struggles, artistic standards, and minting limitations of early 20th century America. During this period, coins were struck using older technology compared to modern high-speed presses, which means that strong, evenly struck details on a 1905 cent are far less common than many people realize, and when a piece appears in very fine condition with visible hair strands, readable legends, and a clear date without fading, it immediately separates itself from the majority of worn examples, pushing demand and market value much higher. Another major factor behind its rising worth is the increasing scarcity caused by decades of melting, loss, and neglect, as copper coins were often discarded or damaged, making well-preserved survivors genuinely rare in today's marketplace. Serious numismatists carefully inspect surface quality, looking for smooth fields, natural toning, and the absence of heavy corrosion or cleaning, because originality is one of the strongest drivers of premium pricing, and a naturally aged 1905 Washington V cent can easily outperform a brighter but altered coin at auction. As coin collecting has expanded globally through online platforms and YouTube education, awareness of early-date cents has exploded, leading to stronger competition and higher realized prices, especially for coins with documented provenance or certification. which gives buyers confidence and fuels higher bids. In current market trends, very fine examples routinely break into the several $100 range, while top-tier pieces with eye appeal, rarity indicators, or die varieties can approach or exceed the $1,000 to $2,000 mark, particularly during periods of heightened collector interest or precious metal market uncertainty, when tangible historical assets become more attractive. Beyond money, the emotional value of owning a 1905 Washington V cent is immense, because holding a coin that survived world events, economic shifts, and generations of handling creates a deep personal connection that modern coins simply cannot replicate, and this emotional pull is one of the strongest reasons collectors are willing to pay premium prices. For viewers watching this video, understanding these deeper factors transforms the coin from a simple old cent into a powerful symbol of American history, scarcity, and long-term value, reinforcing why the 1905 Washington V cent remains one of the most compelling and respected pieces in early U.S. coinage. Another valuable aspect every collector and viewer should understand about the 1905 Washington V cent is how to correctly identify, protect, and maximize the value of this historic coin, because knowledge often makes the difference between an average purchase and a truly rewarding investment. Authentication is critical, as early-date coins are frequently counterfeited or altered, so experts always recommend checking the weight, diameter, edge style, and font characteristics of the date and lettering, since genuine pieces show consistent spacing and natural wear patterns that cannot be easily replicated. Grading also plays a major role in value, and the jump from fine to very fine condition can dramatically increase market price, especially when the coin shows balanced wear with clear details rather than heavy flattening, which is why professional third-party grading services often unlock higher resale potential and buyer trust. Storage is another overlooked factor, because improper handling, moisture exposure, or harsh cleaning can permanently destroy value, while simple steps like using acid-free holders, avoiding fingerprints, and storing coins in a stable environment can preserve originality for decades. Seasoned collectors also watch for subtle die varieties, repunched dates, or minting anomalies, which can turn an already valuable 1905 Washington V cent into a standout rarity commanding premium prices well beyond standard market ranges. Timing the market matters too, as prices often rise during periods of increased interest in historical assets, anniversaries, or when educational content, like this video, brings new collectors into the hobby, increasing demand for iconic early coins. For long-term investors, this cent represents a low population, high historical significance asset that blends passion with profit potential, while for hobbyists, it offers the thrill of owning a genuine piece of American heritage. Ultimately, understanding these deeper layers of authenticity, preservation, grading, and market behavior transforms the 1905 Washington V cent from just another old coin into a strategic, emotional, and financially meaningful collectible, making it one of the smartest historical coins to study, collect, and hold for the future. To conclude this deep look into the 1905 Washington V cent, it is clear that this remarkable coin stands at the intersection of history, artistry, and long-term value, proving that even a small copper cent can carry an extraordinary legacy. From its early 20th century origins to its survival through generations of circulation, economic change, and collector rediscovery, the 1905 issue represents resilience and craftsmanship that modern coinage rarely matches, especially when preserved in very fine condition with strong details and original surfaces. Its growing scarcity, combined with rising global interest in historical U.S. coins, continues to push demand higher, placing well-preserved examples in the hundreds of dollars and truly exceptional pieces into the $1,000 to $2,000 range, making it both a prized collectible and a serious investment consideration. Beyond market numbers, this coin offers something far more meaningful: the chance to hold a real piece of American history, a silent witness to the past that still speaks loudly to collectors today. For viewers and enthusiasts, the 1905 Washington V cent is not just a coin, but a symbol of heritage, patience, and smart collecting, and if you ever come across one, remember that you may be holding far more than loose change. You may be holding a timeless treasure that continues to grow in significance and value with every passing year. Expanding even further, one cannot fully appreciate the importance of the 1905 Washington V cent without looking at how it fits into the broader journey of American coin collecting and why seasoned collectors consistently emphasize early-date cents as cornerstone pieces in any serious collection, because these coins represent a period when minting was as much an art as it was a function of commerce. Every detail on the 1905 cent, from the depth of the portrait to the firmness of the lettering, reflects the skills of engravers working without the advanced digital precision we rely on today, which is why slight variations, strike weaknesses, or die characteristics are not flaws but historical fingerprints that tell us exactly how and when the coin was made. Collectors today actively search for examples that show honest circulation wear rather than damage, because natural wear confirms authenticity and adds character, while harsh cleaning or polishing erases decades of history and sharply reduces value. This is also why original surfaces with soft, even toning are prized so highly, often pushing a very fine coin far above average price expectations when it appears at auction. Another powerful factor driving long-term value is generational demand. As new collectors enter the hobby through online education, YouTube videos, and social media exposure, discovering coins like the 1905 Washington V cent and quickly realizing that supply is fixed while interest continues to grow, a formula that historically leads to steady appreciation. Market data consistently shows that early U.S. cents perform well during uncertain economic times, because tangible historical assets provide stability and emotional security that paper investments cannot offer, making this coin attractive not only to hobbyists but also to strategic investors. Beyond charts and prices, owning this cent creates a personal connection to the past. Imagining who may have spent it, what goods it purchased, and how it survived wars, depressions, and technological revolutions, turns the coin into a storyteller rather than just an object. For viewers watching this video, this deeper understanding reinforces why patience, education, and respect for originality are essential in coin collecting, and why the 1905 Washington V cent continues to stand tall as a symbol of enduring value, historical pride, and the timeless appeal of America's earliest coinage traditions. Looking even deeper, the 1905 Washington V cent also teaches collectors an important lesson about rarity versus condition, because while the year itself may appear available on the surface, truly attractive examples in very fine condition are far more elusive than most people expect, and this gap between availability and quality is exactly where long-term value is created. Many surviving pieces show heavy wear, environmental damage, or past cleaning, which means that coins with clear dates, strong rims, balanced detail, and natural color immediately stand out to knowledgeable buyers and often sell quickly when offered publicly. Experienced collectors carefully compare strike sharpness, centering, and surface texture, understanding that a slightly sharper coin with honest wear can outperform a technically higher-graded piece that lacks eye appeal, and this nuance is what separates advanced numismatics from casual collecting. Auction history shows that when two similar 1905 cents appear for sale, the one with better originality and visual harmony can realize significantly higher prices, sometimes jumping from the hundreds into the $1,000 range simply because it looks right to the human eye. Another layer of value comes from education and storytelling, as coins tied to well-researched historical context often gain stronger demand, and when collectors understand the era, minting challenges, and survival odds of the 1905 Washington V cent, they are more willing to compete aggressively for high-quality examples. This is why documentation, certification, and clear presentation matter so much, especially in today's digital marketplace where global buyers rely on images and descriptions to make confident decisions. For viewers learning through this video, the takeaway is clear. Patience and knowledge are powerful tools, and rather than chasing quantity, focusing on one meaningful, high-quality coin like the 1905 Washington V cent can provide both personal satisfaction and long-term financial reward, reinforcing its reputation as a timeless and increasingly respected piece of American coin history. Finally, when we step back and view the 1905 Washington V cent as part of a lifetime collecting journey, it becomes clear why experienced numismatists often describe coins like this as anchors of a collection, because they ground the hobby in history, discipline, and long-term perspective rather than short-term excitement. This cent encourages collectors to slow down, study details, and appreciate craftsmanship, reminding us that true value is built over decades, not overnight, and that every decision, how a coin is handled, stored, and understood, directly affects its future worth. As market cycles rise and fall, historically significant early-date cents have repeatedly proven their resilience, maintaining demand even during uncertain times, which further strengthens the appeal of a well-preserved 1905 example in very fine condition. Beyond charts and auction results, the pride of ownership plays a powerful role, because holding a coin that has survived more than a century connects the present to the past in a deeply personal way, turning collecting into storytelling rather than mere accumulation. For viewers and collectors inspired by this video, the 1905 Washington V cent represents an opportunity to combine knowledge, patience, and respect for history into one meaningful object, ensuring that its legacy and its value continues to grow as it passes from one generation of collectors to the next.